Goal unlocked. Today's talk of psychology is, well, is there such thing as more than a soul can bear? Do I believe it? Sometimes when I'm in the gutter fighting for dear life, I ask myself can I fight? Can I get out of this? It's really a hard place, to be honest. Some things it's so much for the body, and I guess at times when you are experiencing it, depending on the way you process emotions, I guess sadness more so, um things could be really hard to deal with. But I don't think that there's too much for a soul. I feel like if you had a strong enough will, then I believe that anything you put your mind to, you can overcome respectfully. It goes for anything, again, mental problems, mental health and stuff, depression, even situations with friends and stuff. If you truly want something, if you want more for yourself, then I feel like you can fight. How the fuck do I say it? Sorry. I feel like with the strong enough will, if you're going through something that's really really tough, and you're really on hanging on the ropes. Oh, that's kind of a bad reference. Oh, sorry. Oh, my phone better not fall. But because the thing is, I can't speak of it in a general way. I'm gonna speak of it from my experience, but there is a lot of things that I face where it's just really hard to sometimes, to the point where I resort to things that are bad for me. But that's just because, yeah, sometimes it really gets the feelings, they become a lot, to the point where they kind of take over my whole being. And some people might not understand that, but it's because my emotions, they're very deep. So when I feel the sadness, it really it replaces the blood in my body, and then all of a sudden everything is just blue and bad, and it's really hard for me. But I always overcome it. Why? Because I'm strong. And again, it's because I have a will. Every time when I feel bad and I feel I'm giving up, it just makes me want to get up even more. It makes me want to do something for myself even more. And that's why I continue to fight, because there's more, there's something that I'm looking for. There's a place in life, if this phone turns one more time, there's a place in life that I want to go, and there's things that I want to see. And I tell myself, well, if I stop right here, well, it just ends. This is it, this is it. If I give up right now, everything that I spoke about seeing, I'm no longer gonna have the chance to see it. So I'm no, 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 fight, fight, fight. And I really I really break down sometimes. I really, 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 it really takes over my whole being. But I'm strong. I'm strong. But it took me it took me a lot to get here. I'm glad, I'm not glad, but the fact that it was what I dealt with as my first matter of, I guess you could say, sadness, great sadness, was the biggest thing to me, a loss of someone. That was my first, that was the first sign, that was my first showcase of sadness. And it was something that I wasn't ready for. But I don't think you prepare, there's no preparing for death. But when it was there, it really destroyed me. But the fact that that was the first thing, and I overcame that, that showed me, well, this was something that I thought would take me away forever. But it didn't. And that's something that I've grown from. It's something that I overcame and built tougher, the toughest skin from. It was hard to process it, but I really thought in the moment, I was I can't do this. The reality of it is a reality I cannot accept it. There's no way. That's how I felt. The denial. I was there's no way. There's no way. I'm going to sleep. I'm waking up. I'm there's no way. This is not real. This is not real. But at a certain point, I did have to come to the reality that it was real, and it did happen. And all I can do is accept it, and it's okay. I will cry about it to this day, because that's fine, because I'm allowed to miss someone forever, because I will. And honestly, it destroyed me, but it made me a better person to who I was today. What I felt in that moment is not something I would want other people to feel, but I know death is something that you can't escape it, and once it comes, it's gonna be really hard, especially when the connection really was really ran through you, like deep, deep, deep. It hurts. But the thing about hurt is that the more you hurt, the more you become a little bit more prone to it, you know? It's gonna hurt, but it doesn't hurt as bad, because that was like every time that came after that, it was bad, but it would never compare to that. And I'm glad for that. I am. So just know that, guys, be strong, okay? Even things that feel very, very tough for you and you feel like you're never gonna get out of, be strong. I've came out of the lowest points in my life time and time again. But it's because there's so much more to life, you know? Even if I'm sitting there crying and I feel like it's just raining every day, even with the sun in the sky, I keep going and keep going. Why? Because again, there is more. Oh, that was kind of rude. There's more to life. And I know that, and I'm getting better. I'm becoming a better person. That's because hardships, they teach you a lot about yourself. So be strong. Be some fighters. Love you guys. Ciao, ciao.